This week we find out if Star Wars Weekends has the merchandise you're looking for.
And then get the inside scoop on the Thinking Fan's Guide to Walt Disney World.
Plus the latest theme park news, a new giveaway, and more. It's all happening
right now. This week's show is brought to you by Theme Park Connection, where you can buy, sell, and trade Disney, NASCAR, and movie memorabilia. Visit their showroom right here in Orlando or online at themeparkconnection.com.
Mouse Fan Travel is our preferred travel agent for theme parks, cruises, and exotic destinations. For a free quote with no obligation, visit mousefantravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of online discount tickets to Disney World, Universal, and other Orlando area attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com or find them on Facebook and Twitter.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks, and this week I'm very excited to officially introduce everyone to our brand new co-host, Elisa.
Hi guys, I'm really excited to be here.
So Elisa, tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Okay, great. Well, I'm actually from Maryland, up north, and I moved down to Florida when I was in 2006.
Okay.
And I started working at Disney World, working for the Mouse, and I've worked for theme parks for 7 years.
Still doing it to this day.
Yep, still to this day.
Nice.
Disney World, SeaWorld, I love it. I grew up going to Disney. Twice a year, my family would take us, so I love anything to do with entertainment. I also got to work on cruise ships for a year, traveling the world.
Lucky. I haven't even gone on a cruise myself.
You have to.
I want to.
Yes, I got to go see places like Australia and New Zealand and Asia,
Wow.
Fiji, just a dream come true. So now I love being here talking about entertainment.
Love it, love it, love it.
I'm also a big theater geek, so.
I'm a thespian myself. Perfect. Now, there is one very important question we have to ask all of our new co-hosts,
Okay.
and that is, what is your favorite attraction?
My favorite attraction is actually the Mummy from Universal Orlando.
Good choice, good choice.
Yes,
I like that.
I love it. The theming from the line all the way to the end, it's great.
It's immersive.
You could just go on it over and over again and not feel sick.
Oh, and I do. That's excellent. I think we're going to get along just fine.
Yes.
Now, from all of us here at the show, I just want to say welcome. Now, also, I'm kind of good at this hosting thing, so if you ever need any tips or you have any questions, just feel free to come to me.
Thanks. Actually, there is one thing. When I got the job, I was given this glass bottle and told it was just in case of banks. Any idea what this could be?
Yeah, no, not a clue. What strange little thing that is. That's really weird. Anyway, I can't imagine why you need it. Hey, look, it's time for News in the Queue right now. Sound like fun?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get to it.
First up this week, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon will be taping a week's worth of episodes right here in Orlando at the Universal Studios Resort.
The tapings will be June 16th through the 19th and will feature guests including Jennifer Lopez, Pitbull, Tracy Morgan, Jimmy Buffett, and others.
There will also be a special look at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Diagon Alley.
Tickets to attend the taping are free. Check their website to apply.
If you aren't local, The Tonight Show will soon be holding a summer vacation sweepstakes with prizes including a chance to visit Universal, attend a taping of the show, and a VIP tour of Diagon Alley. For more details, visit our blog.
And Jimmy Fallon hasn't even been hosting of the Tonight Show for very long, and already he's taking it out on location.
I cannot wait. I'm really hoping to snatch some tickets to this.
I know tickets went on sale on Wednesday, so I imagine if you're watching the show now and you haven't gotten them, it's probably already
And they are complimentary, so.
Yeah, so they're gonna go out like that.
Snap out of here.
I remember, what was it? Way back in 2005, I actually went to a taping of the Tonight Show with Jay Leno in LA.
Ooh.
It was a fun experience. The studio was a lot smaller than you think it looks on TV.
Right. I can imagine.
But I gotta imagine though, I'm trying to figure out where they're gonna tape this at Universal. Like if they're gonna
I think it's gonna be at one of their backlot studios.
Yeah, maybe in the soundstage. I was thinking in the soundstage,
yeah.
or I know Wheel of Fortune and other shows have taped like in the park itself and put like stands up for the audience. But I gotta imagine a show of this caliber, well, they'll need a lot of space.
J-Lo, I mean, can't get much bigger than that.
Great guests. I'm excited. I hope to get to see it. It's around the same time as the media event for Diagon Alley, so maybe I'll even get to see Jimmy Fallon in the parks. I hope
Right.
so. That'd be great.
Checking out Universal.
I hope so. Now moving over to Walt Disney World, new details have emerged about Disney's Rock Your Disney Side 24-hour party tomorrow, May 23rd.
It looks like the villains will have a special place in this year's event after dark. Around 1:45 a.m., the villains, including with some rare characters, will appear throughout the park.
The villains will also join in the It's Good to Be Bad cavalcade before the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Dance parties will pop up around the park. The Incredibles Super Dance Party in Tomorrowland will be followed by the screenings of The Incredibles.
The 24-hour party will conclude with a special kiss goodnight, or I guess I should say kiss good morning, at 5:50 a.m. at the railroad station in Town Square.
Also this year, the Attractions Magazine crew will be out enjoying the festivities. We are planning a special meetup at midnight at the Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant, and we hope to meet some of you guys there.
Oh yes, now I've done the past 2 years, but I haven't tried to stay all 24 hours. I don't know if I'm going to try this year. What about you?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I unfortunately cannot stay all 24 hours. I have to work, but I will be there.
Yeah, well, I'll be there. I know Patrick and Haley will be there, and
Yeah.
a lot of the crew from the magazine will be there as well. And we hope to see everyone there at midnight at the Terrace. We're going to have a couple of fun surprises too in store. So.
Are you dressing up?
I am dressing up. I'm going because they say dress up as a Disney hero or villain. I'm
Yeah.
kind of going for a not directly Disney hero, but I'm going as a agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
Because Disney owns Marvel now, so
Right.
I'm going to go
I thought
as
about that for a second.
What
but-
about you?
Yes, I'm dressing up.
You wanna keep it a surprise?
It's going to be a surprise.
All right, you have to come at midnight to see her.
Yes. Speaking of nighttime festivities, Busch Gardens Adventure Island Water Park will be featuring Island Nights this summer.
The special event runs 5 to 9 p.m. every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from June 12th through August 9th.
Some of the new offerings include a food truck, a kids zone, and a glow-in-the-dark finale with music, stilt walkers, audience participation, and more.
Yeah, believe it, I've never actually been to Adventure Island.
Me either. We should go.
Yeah, we should. I mean, you work at SeaWorld and it's part of SeaWorld.
Right.
So it's Busch
I love
Gardens.
Busch Gardens. Love Busch Gardens. It's one of my favorite theme parks.
And, we always drive by it when you head to Busch Gardens, but
Right.
never stop there. It looks like a lot of fun. A lot of people have said it's a really fun water park.
Yeah, and water park at night. That's a fun
Yeah,
mix.
slides, yeah. Oh, I'm going to check this out. Now, finally this week, Florida Eco Safaris is celebrating a brand new name with a special Florida residents discount.
Florida Eco Safaris, Florida's largest zipline attraction, has announced its new name, Forever Florida Ziplines and Adventures in the Wild.
The 4,700-acre Forever Florida Wildlife Conservation Area is now the site of 6 zip lines, a thrill ride experience, and a horseback adventure.
To celebrate the change, they're offering a special promotion to Florida residents. So for a limited time, you can enjoy any 2 of their 3 packages for $85.
Wow. Reservations are required. For more information, visit foreverflorida.com. We've covered this on the show in the past. I personally haven't gotten to go out to this place to see it and experience these zip lines, but I've always loved those kind of zip line things.
Yeah,
Have you ever done zip line?
I did in Haiti.
Oh, wow. Exotic.
Very exotic. So not here in Orlando, but it sounds great.
I know they have I think the country's only zip line roller coaster at this place. They've got a free fall zip line where you just step off and fall and controls your
wow.
fall. A
That's
lot of fun
fun.
stuff, and you gotta take advantage of this.
Yeah.
Good offer.
Let's do it.
Hi everybody! For this week's Hidden Mickey, let's go to Typhoon Lagoon. Mickey ears are at the bottom of a vertical strut in the railing of a bridge. You can see the ears if you enter Castaway Creek at Shark Landing near Shark Reef and look behind you as you float under the first bridge. The ears are toward the right side of the bridge. You can also usually see these ears if you walk downstream on either side of the creek and look back at the bridge. These are cool Mickey ears. Happy hunting.
Theme Park Connection offers a wide variety of pins, props, figurines, artwork, signs, decor, cast member exclusives, and other one-of-a-kind finds. Looking to sell your old collectibles? Theme Park Connection will buy them from you. Visit their showroom located minutes from Orlando International Airport or find them online at themeparkconnection.com.
Star Wars Weekends is Disney's annual tribute to the epic Star Wars saga.
Every year, celebrities from the franchise hold meet and greets, and we get to see some special Star Wars themed shows and events.
And we get to see some all-new Star Wars themed merchandise. Now, just the other day, I got to chat with Stephen Miller from Walt Disney Merchandise to see some of this year's offerings. Have a look. Well, we are here with our special guest, Stephen Miller, from the merchandise guy over at Disney. It's always great to see you here, Stephen.
It's great to see you.
And this week we are talking Star Wars weekends.
Yeah, the force is very strong with this table.
Yes, it is.
I tried to pack up all of Darth Maul. Darth Maul being our location where for Star Wars weekends, where we have a variety of great merchandise there. That's located back on right between Toy Story Midway Mania and the Backlot Studio Tour.
And that's the former location it used to be before
yeah,
it was
many
at Coaster.
years actually. Yeah, and then we used to have then a location last year. It was behind Rock and Roller Coaster, but it's great to be back in this space because there's a lot of really awesome things that we created this year.
Yeah, we'd love to talk about what can guests find here this year. What do we got?
Between soft lines, that's our apparel pieces, to some great plush, vinylmation, toys, new die-cast cars here. There's a whole host of things. The theme this year, of course, we have a big salute to Star Wars Rebels. It's the new Disney XD animated series coming out this fall. So you're going to see a lot of great Star Wars Rebels merchandise that we have there. But then the logo itself is just beautiful.
I love this logo, this magnet right here. This logo, I think, is my favorite logo in past years.
And the cool part is if you download the new Erasma app, and you can actually hold your digital device in front of this and watch the T-shirt come to life. You know, it's a really neat feature. And it's a free app you can download.
Yeah, I've done that app, and there's also even some special, while you're waiting for Darth Maul, there's some stuff in there you can use the app for.
Yeah, they're big posters, and you're able to interact and have some things come to life there. A few of my favorite pieces here this year. We have some new signature puzzles. This is a whole new brand that we're doing at Disney Parks.
Okay.
This is a lenticular puzzle. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle. You're going to see other ones coming out in the future with this, but this is the first of its kind. Puzzles are a great thing, and it's a beautiful one. It's all put together. This is a lot of fun. The next wave in the Disney Pixar Cars as Star Wars characters series is out this year. We introduced 5 new items that were a part of that too. The autograph book returns this year. We introduced that last year. It's one of those why haven't we done this sooner kind of thing. And it's a deluxe autograph book, which means you can put photos in there as well as get the character autographs. And again, there's some great opportunities to do that between the character breakfast as well as just throughout the park as well. D-Tech on Demand returns with whole new designs this year. And again, that's really cool because you can have those done and personalized right at Darth Maul. So they, you select the design you want, they print them out right there, you can pick it up right there just the same.
And then these are the D-Tech on Demand cases, because I know, like, I have last year's logo right here, and they also have this year's logo.
That's correct.
And then I saw a Donald and Hard Carbonite.
That's correct, and actually the Donald and Carbonite, it feels like it's almost three-dimensional. You can actually feel the details.
That is great.
Speaking of D-Tech, there's Star Wars D-Tech Me that also returns this year, and this is your opportunity to be either a Stormtrooper, you can be cast in Carbonite, or we have 2 new options this year, the X-Wing Pilot or the Alderaan Princess. And again, that can also be done in Darth Maul. Your face is captured in this real high-dimension three-dimensional image, and it is then added to an actual three-dimensional figurine.
Now, I know in the past they've done reservations for that. And can you just walk in this year if you want?
You can always check at the podium. You can also check on reservations as well.
Okay.
But you can always check in the podium. It's a real quick, about 10-minute experience or so, and you know, they're going to try to get people through as quickly as possible. But it's a lot of fun.
I love that.
Also returning this year, a calendar. We did a calendar last year. This one's a little bit smaller, and it features some of the marketing artwork that is been featured over the past several years for Star Wars weekends.
Yeah, this is the first thing I bought this past weekend for weekend 1.
Nice part is from June 2014 to December 2015, so you can use this for the remainder of this year and into next year as well. Some new plush here that are featured, our friends at the Disney stores created. We picked those up. You have a Bantha, you have Chewbacca here.
I love the Bantha.
A new latex character. You might remember we had one last year, and this year is Jabba the Hutt. New Vinylmation Series 2 that was introduced. This is Vinylmation Series 4, returning to Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I love some of the bounty hunters, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I get so geeked out because I was a child. I mean, that was like the film. You know, I had wallpaper on my wall. It was like Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. So seeing like Bosk and, you know, some of the other characters there from Hoth, you know, in their Hoth attire is really neat. But again, the cool part about Darth Maul, it is open during Star Wars weekends, and you can go in there Friday, Saturdays, or Sundays. There's a whole assortment. This is just a very small sampling of this stuff here. For Star Wars Rebels, this is some of the very first merchandise you're going to see in the marketplace. For Star Wars, you have some T-shirts that are themed to this as well, some other hats and some other things. It is only going to be found there during Star Wars weekends. We will launch certain items here, like I think of the Disney Pixar cars. We'll launch them at Star Wars weekends, but you'll find them beyond the events once they end in mid-June. But other things are created only for this event. Now, many of these items are not going to be available online. You might be able to find some of the Disney Store items online. You can visit, obviously, DisneyStore.com. You might be able to contact Merchandise Guest Services, our Merchandise Guest Services team. They may have some access to some stuff here. But primarily, we create it for the events that take place.
A lot of this stuff is open edition, right? And you do have some limited edition merchandise.
That's correct. There is some figures that are limited edition, some action figures, some of the Disney characters as Star Wars characters. Some of the actual D-Tech on-demand cases are limited in nature as well. Some of the things like the this Vinylmation 9-inch, 3-inch set here, that's a limited edition item. So we do create some limited edition things for those that really enjoy collectibles.
I think the one thing that caught my eye when I was there last weekend was the umbrella, the lightsaber umbrella.
That's the nice part.
I love that.
We're able to introduce some really cool collectible items that you don't really normally see every place. And yeah, there is the new lightsaber umbrellas they have. And again, I think it's something fun that really takes such an iconic thing, and here in Florida, we certainly need umbrellas quite a bit.
Well, Stephen, thanks so much for bringing all this to show us. We got 4 more weekends of Star Wars Week, which is so crazy. We've already had 1 week and we still have 4 more.
And the best part is we added that 5th weekend.
I love that.
And stay tuned. There's some really exciting things coming for that weekend too.
Can't wait.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
JeniLynn recently sat down with Aaron Wallace, author of The Thinking Fan's Guide to Walt Disney World, to get the lowdown on his new book. Here's what she found out.
Now, Aaron, tell us a little bit about yourself. You've been a podcaster, a blogger, a movie and music critic, and now an author. How did this all begin?
Yeah, it goes back to 2003, so it's been a while now. I was actually in college and just logged on to ultimatedisney.com. Just as a fan, made a few posts, and the webmaster there contacted me and said, would you be interested in writing for the site? And I said, sure. And started doing DVD and movie reviews through that and sort of built up an audience. And then I think the next year, the Mouse Pod, which was the first ever podcast about Disney, invited me to become a recurring special guest on that show. And then I sort of spun off my own show from that, Zippity Doo Pod. And I've been doing that for years now, and then the opportunity came along to write a book as well, back when I was in law school actually, so I was doing all this while I was a student, which I'm not anymore thankfully. But yeah, so in 2010 I think I started work on the book, and it was over the course of a few years that I got it done. So.
Yeah, okay, so your book, that's what we're here to talk about today, The Thinking Fan's Guide to Walt Disney World, right?
Yes.
So why The Thinking Man's Guide? It's the thinking man as opposed to what?
Well, I think that there are a lot of guidebooks on the market, right? And they're sort of your, this is where to go, this is where not to go, pack the sunscreen, that sort of stuff. And there are a lot of books that do a great job of that. I wanted to contribute something differently. And so thinking about this book in the course of my studies both in undergraduate and law school, looking at film and literature and that sort of thing, it occurred to me that we look at all these different texts as texts that we can study as scholars, whether it's a play or a movie or whatever. Why can't we look at theme park rides the same way? Because really they're narrative devices, they're narrative media, ultimately. And so what I wanted to do was treat the work that Imagineering has created as a work of art in the same way that with the same seriousness and depth of appreciation that we treat books and movies and that sort of thing. And so that's really what this book sets out to do.
So this isn't necessarily a travel guide. This is more of, how would you categorize the book?
Yeah, well, I'd say it doesn't really clearly fall into a category. It's sort of a first of its kind book. It is a guidebook in the sense that it has a lot of the nuts and bolts information at the beginning of each attraction, but that's not really the focus. As I said, I think there are other books out there that do a great job with that already. And so it's sort of, it's its own little animal, I think.
So tell us a little bit more detail about the book. So for example, if I want to look up an attraction, let's say It's a Small World, what can I expect to find in your book?
It's a Small World is actually one of my favorite parts of the book. I looked at it a few different ways. First is the way that the attraction actually uses some of the techniques of hypnosis to induce a certain altered level of consciousness in guests as they ride through the ride. And then more importantly, it uses that for a purpose, which is to impart this bold post-racial message. It's sort of an optimistic look at the way that the world existed at the time that It's a Small World opened. It actually opened right at the cusp of the signing of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and looking forward at how the world might change then, and then sort of linking that into the socio-political economic climate today. It all sort of comes together from the artistic techniques that the Imagineers used to the message that Walt and his team wanted to impart.
All of a sudden it becomes very clear why this is called the Thinking Fan's Guide to Walt Disney World. That's fantastic. And so this covers all of the attractions in the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, it's Magic Kingdom specifically, and I think the goal is, my belief is that you learn to love something so much more and appreciate it on such a deeper level when you know a little bit more about it. And so what I'm doing is challenging people who already love the attraction to dig deep and ask, why do I love it? What is it about it that really resonates on a deeper level with me? And I think that when you take time to sort of think about it, informed by history and context and the literature behind it, which I go into a lot in the book, that you really come away loving it and respecting it so much more than you even realized you could.
I know. I feel excited just talking to you about it. Like, this is a book that I would want to snuggle up in bed with right before I go to sleep. It does sound really cool. I'm looking forward to reading it myself. So what kind of things can we expect from you in the future? You don't seem to be the type of person that's content to just sit still and be happy with what's already happened. You're always moving forward.
Yeah, just like Walt said, right? No, I always have some irons in the fire. I've got a few things coming down the pipe, so.
Oh, is it all top secret?
A little bit, yeah. But I have a lot of Disney-related projects. Some are sort of in the medium of things I've done, and some are a little broader, affecting the larger community in the Orlando area. So things I can't talk about yet, but a lot of exciting things coming.
So you're definitely someone that we all want to be watching. So please,
I guess so.
Yeah, tell our viewers, how can we find you and your book online?
Sure. My website is AaronWallaceOnline.com. The book it's available in print at Amazon. It's also available on ebook for the Nook, the Kindle, iBooks, you name it. I think those are available for like $6 to $8 online, so it's definitely very affordable. It's also in bookstores, and if anybody's looking for it in a bookstore and can't find it, they can usually order it because it should be in their system, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, etc. And you can also visit theintrepidtraveler.com, which is the publisher, and they've got more information there as well.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Florida may be called the Sunshine State, but apparently nobody told the rain. During the summer months especially, daily rain showers should be expected. They occur typically in the late afternoon, but don't let the rain send you running. Take the opportunity to hunker down somewhere and grab a snack. The rain never lasts very long, and once it's gone, not only will it have cooled the park down, but usually it also cleared out most of the crowds. It doesn't get much better than that. And umbrella is also great for shade.
Don't pay full price for your theme park tickets. Undercover Tourist gets tickets straight to your door for less than gate price. All tickets are new, authentic, and backed by one of the best refund policies. Our Disney tickets are RFID and FastPass Plus enabled and can be linked directly to My Disney Experience. Add a car rental and save up to 50% on your vacation package. Find the best day to visit each park and other planning tools at undercovertourist.com. Visit undercovertourist.com to buy your tickets today.
So Banks, what comes next?
Well, this is now the part of the show where we get to give away something to one of our lucky viewers.
Ooh, gotta love that.
Oh yes, it's one of my favorite parts.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, our lucky winner this week is Duncan Hinney from Aloha, Scotland. Hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Congratulations, Duncan. Be on the lookout for your Aquatica prize pack soon.
This week's giveaway is we've got a 25th anniversary of Hollywood Studios map and park button if you didn't get to make it out to the anniversary celebration on May 1st. And we have an autographed copy of Aaron Wallace's book, A Thinking Fan's Guide to Walt Disney World, which you saw earlier in the show.
Cool. Well, I can't wait to enter to win this one.
Oh yeah, actually you can't enter anymore since you're hosting now.
Oh yeah, darn. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, it is better to give than to receive.
You know what? Now you're on the right track. So we're always trying to make the show new and different and cover the things we think you guys want to see. This week, we thought we'd just go ahead and ask you what you want to see. We want you to send us an email with what you'd like to see on the show. Maybe a new type of segment or something you'd like us to cover or whatever. We just want to hear from you.
So to enter this week's giveaway, send an email to info@attractionsmagazine.com and let us know something you'd like to see on the show in the future. You must include your full name and address, and if you're under 18, please get your parents' permission. Each person will only be entered once, and we need your email by the end of next Tuesday, May 27, 2014. One winner will randomly be chosen from among all responders. Good luck!
And while our fans are busy trying to decide what they want to see, let's give them an idea of what they can expect for this weekend.
Okay, great. All right, well, first up, this is the second week of Star Wars Weekends at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Special guests include Warwick Davis, Jeremy Bullock, and Tia Sakar.
Warwick Davis is always a fun person to see at Star Wars Weekends. Got to go meet him if you get the chance. And of course, on Friday, we have Disney's Rock Your Disney Side 24-hour party at the Magic Kingdom.
Yes, and if you do make it out, be sure to stop by the Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant at midnight to hang out with us and the rest of the Attractions Magazine crew. I hope I get to meet some of you guys there.
And if you can't make it out, feel free to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date on everything that's going to be happening during the 24-hour party. And then on Saturday, you can check out Cher Lloyd at Universal Studios Mardi Gras.
And remember, you can subscribe to our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com to stay up to date on all of these events.
Now, we like to thank Mouse Fan Travel. Let them plan your next trip, whether by land or sea, Disney or Universal. For a free quote, without obligation, visit mousefantravel.com.
And much thanks to Theme Park Connection, where you can buy, sell, and trade theme park, movie, and NASCAR memorabilia. Visit the showroom here in Orlando or online at themeparkconnection.com.
We're also thankful to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando's attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
Remember, you can watch a brand new episode of the show each Thursday.
You can also follow us on Facebook and on Twitter right here.
Also, don't forget attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week, especially tomorrow for the 24-hour day. We'll bring you all the coolest stuff.
And of course, the magazine itself. Order a subscription soon to start with our summer issue, which will feature a story on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, the Festival of Fantasy Parade, and much more. So, Elisa, what did you think of your first episode hosting? Was it everything you thought it was going to be?
It was everything and more.
Awesome.
Thank you all for being so welcoming.
And it's only going to get more awesome and more fun as the weeks go on.
Oh, I can't wait.
Now, we have a few minutes to kill before the end of the show, so I thought I'd ask you just a few more questions just to really see about our compatibility as a co-host. So, excuse me for a second. Let's see here. Question one is, how do you feel about Doctor Who?
Oh, now I understand.
Understand what?
What the bottle was for.
I don't think we have to go through another interview process. Welcome to the team.
Hey, where is my bottle?
Anyway, I think that's all the time we have for this week's show.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week. We'll have part 2 of our interview with Stephen Miller, where we find out about some of the new merchandise coming to Downtown Disney's new Marketplace Co-op.
Can't wait for that. Until then, be sure to visit your local attractions, try something new, and stay safe. But most of all,
Have fun!
Secret blooper of the week.
I'm gonna grab these here. First question, what do you feel, how do you feel? Is it, typo, sorry.
Oh.
How do you feel about Doctor Who?
Oh, now I get it.
Okay. Now, just the other day, I got to chat, no, I'm getting this. Chit-chat.
But apparently nobody told the rain. During the summer months, rude! And your umbrella is also good for the sun. Shade.
It's very an immersive attraction.
Yeah, you
I
can
love
just go on it over and over again and not feel sick.
Excellent. I think we're gonna get along just fine. Whoa.
Okay then.
Oh, the mummy's curse is coming!
He knows him!